Good evening, everyone. Boa noite a todos. Boas. Vou falar em inglês. I'll be speaking in English. Every so often I might say something in Portuguese too, though. But welcome aboard, everyone. Just going to wait a few more minutes, a couple more minutes only, because then I'll be able to post this video onto Instagram. I'm going to figure out a way to do it also into YouTube, but not a priority at this time. How are you? Como está, Joaquim? It's King Joaquim 1960. This guy, you guys follow him, do so on Instagram if you're a Benfica fan, or if you're just a soccer vintage collector and you want to see old Benfica stuff and Portugal stuff, just follow King Joaquim 1960. It's amazing. It's got like a museum over at his house. I haven't had the opportunity to go there, but I've seen pictures and it's just amazing. So give him a follow, please. All right. We got a good amount of people right now. I think this is a good time. I figure I looked at livescore.com to see the end of the soccer games from today. Big game was Italy-Switzerland 1-1. So it's been over for some time. I'm just going to quickly just switch over here. Let me see. So you can see I'm actually with my arm on a sling. So I'm going to have a little bit of a hard time working with one arm here, but it is what it is. So please be a little patient with me as I work, showing these cards. But again, just one good arm. The other one is on a sling, so go back. Yes, that's Joaquim Lima. All right, let's get started. So this is a submission. I just need to lower this a little bit. I don't understand why it's... Actually, let me do this. This was my first submission to SGC. I used a guy, and if you guys want to, you can DM me later. But his name is Tim Lorina or Tim Lorica, I forget exactly. But again, I'll have it after this live. And service was pretty good. It took almost 5 weeks, I would say, more or less. But it was dependable, and $3 per card off the regular $30 submission charge. So that was pretty good, getting a discount on this amount of cards. All right. Any additional details you guys can ask me later. So, thanks, Huabi in Portuguese says, nice doubles. Hey, yeah, this is let me show you guys this again. This is celebrating Veterans Day, our military, and those that are in service with the United States. So yeah, just a day late. All right, let's get started. Gotta quit Fight Club, man. Oh yeah, right. The Viking cards are saying. No, this was from a surgery on my shoulder. I've been having issues for the last couple of years, and I just couldn't take the pain anymore. So it was time to do it. Anyway, let's get started. So first one, I got some of these 1995-96 Cruyff nib top shots from Ronaldo. I had a few of these. This came back a 7. I sent 2 of them. One of them got 7.5. So, pop report on this. I'm not exactly sure what it is, but I don't think there's a big number of them out there. I like them, but I think they'll become more and more popular with time. Here's one that's you guys probably have heard. It's called 2004 Panini Seleção stickers from Bully Cow. These are not very common. They're pretty rare, and prices are getting up there because of value. A lot of people are starting to recognize these as a second-year Ronaldo sticker that, again, only released in Portugal and came up with some chocolate cookies or something of that nature in Portugal. So it's good. It's hard to find them in very good shape like this. So this was an 8. By the way, so this one has Maniche on the left. There's another version. I'm not sure the other one that I got graded if it has the petite. But again, there's two different cards. This is number 53. I don't know what the number on the other one, but this one you don't get as bad as centering as the petite one. And then there's one individual card with showing Ronaldo in action, and that is even more rare. Yeah, so here's the one with petite. And again, the centering on this one, for whatever reason, is a lot tougher to get in good centering. So this is a 7. I think these grades were reasonable considering you see the centering is not good. So corners are very good, corners and edges and so on. All right. Well, here's the first card for all Eusebios fans. I don't know if this is considered vintage. I guess it is because it's a 1971-72 Palidex from Portugal. They're only released in Portugal. Palidex is famous for having that 67, 68 or 68, 69 Cruyff Rookie. I love the coloring on this and the big sticker. I mean, it's just a beautiful sticker that is meant to actually be pasted onto the albums. This is, believe it or not, I think this is the only one, Pop 1, that SGC has ever or has graded until this point. And again, this is a 4, probably warrant a little higher grade, but I see definitely the centering is not very good. But everything else is pretty solid. No marks in the back, no paper loss. It's an overall good card that I'm going to stick around with for some time. Actually, I think this one warrants main stage. I apologize. Just one arm. It's going to be tough for me to. I always have a hard time with these anyway. So now you figure down an arm is going to be a little more difficult for me to manage these things here for display. All right, so that's one. Here's some more vintage, and this is from a Portuguese collection called from 1966 Ibis. I forget, it's got more to the name of it, or Portugal no Mundial de Futebol. So that means translated Portugal in the World Cup of football, of soccer. So again, Portuguese collection. This is one of my favorite. I don't care that it's in black and white. I think it even makes up for an even better sticker card. Now, you see the names on this. This is number 71. And, of course, the great number 2 from SGC. Still not bad. I know the corners are all roughed up and so on, and the edges, but I really didn't care. I have a few of these, so I'm going to be grading as many as I can. Because just for the sake of having it encased and protected in these slabs. So, if you notice, there's actually Pele on the right of after the game of Portugal-Brazil. Portugal beat Brazil, I believe it was 3-1. But you see number 13 over here at the back. That's Eusebios, and I would hope that SGC would have labeled this. Not just Batista, Augusto, and Pelé, but also Eusebios. But I can understand them not doing that because of the fact that Eusebios is shown in the back with number 13. So, that would have been a nice little bonus have they labeled this Pelé/Eusebios. But I understand the reasoning behind not having done so. But great card nonetheless. I guess it's considered a Pelé, a sticker. Obviously has a little more value than Eusebios, even though there's Pelé and 2 other Portuguese guys, and I still like this sticker. And again, I don't care about the grading of 2. Like I said, I have a few of these, and some of these were included in this batch. Here's another one. This is another 2. So same scenario, bad centering and corners and edges very roughed up. So. All right, let me give a quick moment to check back on some of the... my friend pulled a card the other day with Iniesta, Quaresma, Sergio Agostinho, Leguer on it, laugh out loud. Yeah, was that was the Mundi Chroma, right? The top league, I'm thinking. Collector's Paradise UK is saying. The Viking card says you have the petite bully cow. That's nice. And again, I'm sure If you decide to show it at some point, it probably doesn't have very good centering. That's just my guess. I'm willing to put money on it. All right, let's continue on. Here's another Eusebio from the same collection. This is number 115 and graded number 2. This must have been after, obviously, one of the games where, for those of you that don't know, he was the leading goal scorer in the 1966 World Cup in England. And from that point on, he became, well, he had already been famous because he was playing for Benfica at a very high level in the old Europeans champions. So that's a 2. Here's a 2.5. Now, to me, this is my favorite sticker card from that collection. Because it really epitomizes Eusebio. And obviously back then, if you guys know a little bit of the history of soccer back then, I believe it was either no substitutes or only, well, back then there were, I believe, only 2 substitutes allowed, something like that. But football or soccer as we know it here in the US was a lot rougher. I mean, they went for the legs, for the knees. They didn't care, and it was hard for you to even get a yellow card. I mean, Pelé was a victim of that, but so was Eusebio. I don't know how many knee operations he had throughout his career. But here, he must have gotten hurt during the game, and look at the headband they got him. Must have had a cut of sorts. But, I mean, you pretty much had to have a broken leg or a broken foot in order not to continue playing on a game back then. But I just love this picture. It's classic number 13 that he used in the Portugal national team in the back of the jersey, and then him pointing at something, I don't know, but it's definitely one of my favorites. So this is a 2.5. I'll put this one up for now. Another vintage, it's the same card, 2.5 also. No, Di Stefano, I don't have any submitted here. I did post one up the other day that I have from, I forget what was this. It was a 61 or 58. I forget. I'm not very good at remember some of the things I post. As you guys might notice, sometimes I double post. I post the same picture that I posted maybe a couple of weeks or maybe a couple of months ago. Apologize for that. Oh, here's some, I sent some Panini Supersport 1987. This is actually 1987/88. They label it 88, I understand, because in the back it does say on the bottom right, you probably can't see it, but it says 1988. But it was from the 87-88 season. And this is the Spanish version. There are 2. There's the Spanish and the Italian version. Supposedly the Spanish version is a lot more rare. Now, this is an 8.5. It's a pretty decent grade. And, these are up in value too. I have right now actually one, it's a PSA 7 or PSA 8 on Golden Auctions if you're interested in it. Now, I actually managed to get a 9 in one of these. So this is obviously Jordan with, it says USA, but he was with the Chicago Bulls, obviously, jersey on here. These are tough to grade also because there's a lot of little dots from paint. And that usually brings the grade down, a few points. Not 10, but maybe an 8. Mcenroe is good on the Viking cards. You're saying about I'm assuming about the Petit Ronaldo. Wow. Okay, good for you because those are tough. I decided again, and I probably haven't said this in this video yet, but I did try to send a decent variety of things only because I needed to get a feel for how SGC grades going towards the future. Only because it looks like for a while they will continue to be the ones that will accept regular submissions, or at least at the regular prices at below 50. For now, they're still at the $30 per, which is not bad at all. So again, I wanted to get a good feel on variety, and I knew I wasn't going to get 10s. I happened to get one, but that wasn't the idea. It's more to kind of judge how they grade. So I got an 8 on the 2002 Ronaldo. I also got an 8 on this 2003-04 Colecciones Este Ronaldo from La Liga. Centering is usually not very good on these. Everything else is pretty good shape, but in the back you see the center is off, top and bottom especially. But an 8 is not bad. All right, we're now in the second pile. I got to try to go a little faster here. I got a 67-68 Panini Calciatori Eusebio, graded 2. I mean, edges are very wasted at this point, but it's a solid sticker. Also, I like this with him with the national team jersey on. Let me see. I want to keep that to the side. All right, we have some more Super Sport. These are 156. I apologize for this. Let's see. These are 3 of the same. I forget what it is. What is this? All right, this is John McEnroe. You know, I send some of these in the hopes that tennis will kind of spike up, hopefully soon, with the big names, with the big stars like John McEnroe. You can't be serious. I mean, you guys are probably too young, or most of you are too young to see him on the court. This guy was hilarious. Great player, too, by the way. How are you, Gil? Welcome aboard, Gil, from Canal Chrome, Portuguese YouTuber. Give him a follow. Enorme Eusebio. Thank you, obrigado, Joaquim. All right, so that was what, an 8. Got higher grades on it. Also, yeah, I got an 8.5. Also, this is the same, obviously, the same Super Sport, which is multi-sport Spanish collection from Panini, 1987-88. There's a lot of stars. I have some more of other stars in there. You'll see it soon. So an 8, an 8.5. And yes, I managed to get a 9. So pretty happy with that. You know what? I forgot to check the population on this with SGC, but it's possible that no one up until now had submitted at least the McEnroes up until I did it, myself. All right, so here, Barça Campeón, Ronaldinho. This is a 9. This is a Campeón, not a Campillo. Solid 9 from SGC. We have 1 Euro 2004. Again, variety instead of quantity, because I'm trying to gauge how they grade. This is a 2004 Euro Ronaldo 8. These are traditionally tough to grade. I can see the center is definitely off. That's probably the reason why I got an 8. If center was a little better, potentially this could have been a 9. But I'm okay with it. Here's a card that you don't see too many around. Pop is really low, and this has been under the radar for some time. So if you get the opportunity to get one of these, Euro 2008 is the second Euro that Ronaldo took part of. Here he's still wearing 17, but I believe by the time the Euro came around, I believe he was already wearing number 7. I'm not 100% sure. So this was obviously before the Euro. Again, I like this card. There's also another variation, which is kind of, how can I say this? It's clear also. And I also have that one somewhere, including some grades. So this is a good 9, good card to have. So if you can get some of these, or if you have ungraded, submit it, because the pop is very low. All right, here we go. Here's one of my all-time favorites from Ronaldo, and a couple things with this. This is a 2004. They labeled this correctly. SGC did. If you see the top, 2004-05 Panini Mega Cracks, and this is Ronaldo. And this it was only released in Portugal. As you can see, it was said Cracks no Estrangeiro. These are the Portuguese stars that were playing abroad. So I like this because of his portrait in the back of his action photo, and this was again released in 2004-05. So that makes it his second season with Manchester United. And even though I have the box somewhere, the box is labeled on the outside where these cards came out in the packs. It says 2005, only because they came out in January 2005, but that's already from the 2004-05 reason. O Hobby in Portuguese is asking if those are gaming cards. Yes, they are. Yeah, it's the official trading card game. But nevertheless, I like it. I mean, I don't give it less value because it was a gaming card. I think it's a very nice card. All right, so that was 2004-05 Ronaldo. Here's 2005-06 Mega Cracks, again from Portugal. A subset included in this year, a Craques no Mundo, which means stars in the world. And a few guys made the list. Unfortunately, Messi did not make this list yet. He was very young at that point, but you got tons of stars, including Beckham. You got a 7.5 on this. There's Beckham, Ronaldinho, Ronaldo, Buffon, Totti, Ibrahimovic with Juventus, I believe. Figo, I mean, it's just loaded. Casillas, loaded with stars. I just sent a few of these different stars again, just so I can have some. And again, I think Pop is all Pop 1 ID on these, if I'm not mistaken. So you have the Ronaldo from the same set, the Ronaldo the Phenom, Fenomeno, o Gordo, or Fat Ronaldo, as some people call him. So 7.5 on the Beckham and an 8 on the Ronaldo. I also submitted Ronaldinho from the same set, an 8.5, which is not bad. And again, not too many people are aware of these cards from Portugal, only released there. And of course, a lot of the Portuguese collectors at some point, they've already started to dismantle these sets because there's a lot of stars there. And if they send them out for grading, you know, a Ronaldinho collector is going to want this card because it's unique and beautiful pictured of him in action. And of course, yeah, in that same set, there is a Ronaldo. And again, so this is his third year, 2005-06, third year with Manchester United. And he's also part of the subset from Craques no Mundo, the stars in the world. And I got 8.5 on this, which is I'm happy with. All right, we're back now in the third stack. Yeah, third year. This is the third. This is the third year of Ronaldo with Man United, but technically it's his fourth year card. Okay, so we gotta make sure that we make that observation. All right, do you consider this vintage? This is a Maradona. Aziz Mundial 82 from Realca. And I got a 4. I'm happy about it. These are traditionally very difficult to grade. I don't know if you notice on the top by the Mundial, there's kind of a few creases. You can probably tell it here better. These are not easy to grade. And I'm very happy to actually have gotten a 4 on this. I got a few more. There's different variations on this sticker too. And I believe it's Spanish, and then there's a Portuguese from a different edition, but yeah. So I got a 4 on that, which I'm pretty happy with. Yeah, that's 82. Yes, by the way, 1982 World Cup. All right, we have some more Super Sport. I know it's number 119. I forget which one it is, but we'll see it in a few seconds. All right, so here's the Van Basten. So that's I guess one of the early years of Van Basten here playing for Holland, and you see the background, the fans, and obviously the game must have been in the Netherlands somewhere. I believe this was against Russia. Somebody told me that this game was played. So a 7. I don't know what went wrong over here. I can tell the center is not the best, but this is one of the ones I kind of question. But again, there's a lot of little dots on it, on paints, all over in front and back. So maybe they saw something I didn't. Either way, that's a 7. So I submitted 3 higher grades as we go along. So 7.5. So the Viking cards are saying that Portuguese is bigger. You're talking about the Maradona 1982. Bigger disc. Yeah, it's possible. I'm not sure about what the difference is, but if you're saying, I believe that. So this is 7.5, and then I did get a 9, which I'm very happy with. And again, there was minimal differences from what I saw on them. I mean, the centering on this one is pretty good too. So I don't know why 1.5 points different on the grading, but whatever, it is what it is. All right, let me grab. Now, this is one of my disappointments. I knew he was in the best of shape, but this 94-95 Zidane, Future Stars, Panini, Stars de Demanda, Future Stars. I got a 3, and again, I know rough edges and rough corners, but 3 seems to be very, very low. You know, I would think at least a 4.5, but they were very demanding on this particular card, and that's the only one. I believe that's the only one I have, so I might keep it around, but it's still a good Zidane to have. I'm not gonna post it up there for now, but. All right, there's more Super Sports 140. I don't know who that is, but we'll see it from that Panini 1980-78 Super. Yes. Here's DBK Sports here. Daniel Batista is one of your favorites. Ayrton Senna da Silva, one of the top F1 drivers all time. 8.5, decent grade, and managed to get a 9 also. And again, pop on these, I believe, are you know, just the ones from this submission, from what I understand. So I was like, oh, by the way, they did SGC did a very good job of updating their databases right away. I mean, I got the cards today. They were submitted to Tim Lorena, I believe, Wednesday. So, and they already had everything updated on their website, so that's pretty good. Here's a Beckham graded 8 from 2000 Merlin's Europe. And again, they had the rights for the English national team. That's why you see the crest on the Umbro jersey. Any other cards from any other nations on this particular set, you don't see the national team logo on it because Merlin did not have the rights. Only Panini did. So that's David Beckham. I thought I had submitted 2. Maybe it's in another pile. We'll see soon what happens with that. All right. Again, variety was my choice for this submission. So I did submit a little 2006 Panini World Cup. Obviously, the center is a tough thing over here. 7.5. I'll take it. Although an 8 wouldn't be out of the question. How are you, Matt? Welcome aboard. Thanks for joining. So 2006, I also submitted a card, Ronaldo card, 7.5. That was a little tough, in my opinion. So don't know what they saw. Corners are pretty good. Center is good too. I do see on the bottom under Panini. Now, if you guys see that between the I and the N to the right, seems to be a little something there. Okay, I see. I just picked that up on as we speak. So that might explain the 7.5. So it might not be as rough as I thought. Another 2003-04 Colecciones Este, Ronaldinho, Últimas Fichajes. That means latest signings. It's a sticker, by the way, from Liga Este. If you guys don't know, Liga Este at the time had already been purchased by Panini. I don't know if it was Panini Spain or Panini Italy, but they kept, for a few years, they did keep the same kind of design on their stickers, and I love it. I like this. One of the pictures is the player in action. The other one is probably lined up before the game. So I got an 8 on this. It looks like a little bit of both. Centering is off, and also a little bit of rough edges or corners. I'm okay with that. All right, we're on another pile, and nobody bothered to guess what 1993 what do you call it, company and player. I got a 10, but here you go. This is, I said it was one of the GOATs, and so this is the only 10 that I managed to get, which is okay. And it's Maradona, the 1993 Fax Packs. And I looked at their pop report. They've graded also more 10s. So it's not the only one, which is fine. But I just love this picture. This is definitely, even though you can't see it in the picture, most likely Maradona has gotten away with from maybe one or two guys with a move, almost like he's dancing the tango. And it's just like this picture, and this is definitely worthy of being here in the center stage. And again, I apologize, working with one arm, so bear with me. And that's Diego Maradona, 10. And King Joaquin is saying, o melhor de sempre, the best ever. Yep, everyone's entitled to their opinion, Joaquin. Very good. All right, now we have a Ronaldo, which I really like, the Mundi Cromo from 1997-98. And this is, I think he was with Barcelona 96-97, right? If I'm not mistaken, but somehow they got to release a card of his before he transferred to Inter Milan, something like that. Because I know he only played one season with Barcelona, but I really like this card. You see the gold plate Ronaldo with two Barcelona emblems on one on each side. Just love these cards. I got a couple more of these, so I'll be sure to submit a few of them now that I got a feel for their grading system. So I really like this Ronaldo. And again, it's Ronaldo with Barcelona kit still. So it's up there in value, obviously. Regarding Pichichi, I think so. There is one with the Pichichi. Where was it? Yep, you're right. Canal Chrome is mentioning that the card is regarding Pichichi. Pichichi is, I guess, not the Portuguese, the Spanish name for the best goal scorer of the league. So, yeah, you're right. So this makes sense that it was 97-98 season, even though obviously Ronaldo would have left to Inter Milan, which means he only played again one season. Yeah, good call, Canal Chrome. Speaking of Ronaldo, Fat Ronaldo is another one. This is 2002-2003 when he jumped ship at some point from Italy back into Spain with Real Madrid. Los Blancos, Galácticos, Mega Fiches. This is a 9, pretty solid. That's Nuevo Fichaje, means new signing. So it's depicting Ronaldo at his, I guess once they revealed the signing for the crowd, even though there's not much in the background. But again, this is a nice solid 9 from Ronaldo. And that is 2002-2003. And here is 2003-2004. So this is his second season with Real Madrid, an 8.5. Good grade. Happy. And in the same 2003-04, we have Mega Fichajes. That's a Ronaldinho, 6.5. I see the top corners a little rough, but 6.5 seems to be pretty low also. But again, it's an iconic picture of Ronaldinho, and I wanted to make sure I got that graded when he signed up with Barcelona after playing for a couple seasons, I believe, with PSG. I don't know if it was 2 or 3 seasons. I want to say 2. So that's Ronaldinho, 2003-04. And there is another Ronaldinho from that same collection. And that's this is a number 449. Also means new signing. Shows him here, probably the same day that he was shown to the crowd, to the fan base of Barcelona. Kim Joaquin is saying, like Jose Mourinho says, that is the true Ronaldo. Yeah, but people like me and others, we distinguish the Ronaldos, as I mentioned before. All right, this I believe is 2004-05. Yes, 2004-05, Ronaldinho with Barcelona, 8.5. So this is already his is it third season? I forget, 3 or 4. Second or third season. I'm sorry, keep track of everything. All right, here's one sticker that I wanted to send over because there weren't many. This is from a Portuguese collection, 2010, 2011. I just love this sticker. Now there's also one for Ronaldo, the Cristiano Ronaldo. I haven't sent it yet because at first I wanted to see this, and I got a 6, which is pretty low. But I after analyzing this a little closer, I see the centering is definitely off. You see the bottom right compared to the top right is definitely off, and how can I say this? Not even. So that might explain the 6, but still a little rough. And this is a nice collection. As you know, the following year, Messi would go off in 2011-12, where he scored, what was it, like 90 goals in the season, including national team games. So, again, just to try to gauge SGC. 2008 World Cup stickers. Sent a couple of Ronaldos and was very disappointed with this, a 4. And yes, centering is off, front and back. But give me a break. I mean, the corners I know were solid, edges were solid. I mean, I do see a little dot on the white top border and another one on the bottom right. But seriously, a 4? That's very low. I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't have sent this sticker, but it is a rough grade, in my opinion. But I did get a 7.5, and you see the centering also is not the best, but that's a better and more reasonable grade that I got on this number 28 famous World Cup sticker of Ronaldo. Obviously, this was his second World Cup. First one he didn't play in 1994 in the U.S., but he did manage to get two World Cups in his career, and an 8 on the probably the second most or third most wanted sticker from this collection. The other one being Thierry Henry. I got an 8, and I think it's okay. Happy with it. Had centering been a little better, I would have gotten probably a 9. So I'm good. 5 for centering, 1 for the rest. Yeah, who knows? That's Soccer Cave mentioning that. Welcome aboard too. All right, let's go to the last pile, and we're gonna. This is 4 of these. I sent 4 of Paixão por Portugal, but only 2 of the stickers. There's one which I believe is 101 that centering on all or most of them, 90% of them is really different. That's the toughest part of grading this Paixão por Portugal. So number 66 is obviously a Cristiano Ronaldo, and you see the center in the back is not good, and that explains still not a bad grade considering the centering. So they were a little more lenient on this particular one, 7.5. I checked the pop report, but I already forgot what it looks like. But there's not that many. There are not that many that have been graded by SGC, Beckett, or PSA. So I'm sure the pop will increase over time, but these are not very easy stickers to find and to find in good condition overall and be able to get decent grades. So I'm okay with the 7.5 on this. Another number 66 and another 7.5, mostly because of centering again. Because these were obviously stickers that I pulled myself out from packs that I opened. So the edges and the what do you call it? The corners are usually very good because I kept them nicely protected once I opened them. So 7.5 on those 2. And number 117, I didn't send any 101s because they were definitely very tough, even harder on centering. So another 7.5 on the number 117. I love this picture of Cristiano Ronaldo. Who knew that at some point he used number 16 and the national team jersey, and I just love this uniform kit. One of my favorite all time. For those of you that don't know and are wondering why the white and blue, well, Portugal before it became a republic in, I want to say 1910 or something like that. and was under a monarchy. They had the Portuguese flag was indeed blue, royal blue and white. So for a few years they did, inspired by Jardel, as you were saying. But I just love this kid, and again, the fact that it's a different type of number. On this one, did he show you a number? Okay, you can't see here, but this number 11 also, that you see Ronaldo on this other Paixão por Portugal sticker. I forget the other third one, what number he has, but this is one of my favorite. The 16. Oh yeah, that's right. Jardel was number 16 with Porto. Yeah, if you guys know Jardel, one of the biggest goal scorers in Portugal. So here you go, Jardel, Brazilian. We got an 8 on the fourth card. So I can live with that. That's a nice one. And I'm gonna put this in front of Barcelona. Maradona. Don't have much more room. We're down to maybe 4 or 5 stickers. I see World Cup 86. Let's see, 86 and World Cup 82. And all right, here we go. So Mexico 86 sticker from Panini, number 50. Anybody guess who that is? Paolo Rossi, great goal scorer for Italy. This is an 8, solid. I got these directly from Panini Spain back in the year 2001, I believe. So these are in very good overall shape. Got a good amount of them, doubles, including Maradonas that they still had at the time. So that's a nice 8. Another 50 and an 8.5. So half subgrade or overall grade better than the 8. Nice goal scorer. Recently, he passed away. What was it, last year? Something like that. And who can forget his performance in 1982 in España, 82. But I don't believe that's him. Oh yes, it is. It is him. I forgot. So he's number 50. Oh, this is funny and weird, huh? He's number 50 in both 86, Panini's World Cup collection, and Spain 82. Didn't know that. All right, so I got a 7. I wanted to make sure I send one from his great performance in 82. I don't know. You guys go read up on Wikipedia. This guy was. He went from persona non grata to the savior of a nation. What are the odds? Yeah, the odds of being number 50. Yeah, you're right. Always liked Karl-Heinz Rummenigge. Great goal scorer, and I had it in pretty good shape. So I figured I submitted this. I don't even check. I got to check the pop reports on what SGC has already graded for the 82 España World Cup. But this is a solid 7.5, which I like. Number 66, you guys won't guess who this is. I'll just throw it out there. One of the best Polish players ever. Yep, Boniek. Before there was Lewandowski, there was Boniek. Although different type of players and on-field players, but he was just an awesome player. I liked, World Cup 82, I was 15 years old, so I do remember him very well. So I got a 9. I did see that it was a very good condition. So hey, why not? Just let's submit it. And there's got to be somebody out there that collects Boniek. All right. And to finish things over, he was involved in the same scandal related with betting and suspended. Yes, he was. There was. I don't know what the outcome of that, but from what I understand, he swore by him being more a victim of circumstances than anything else. So I really don't remember what the outcome was, but I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. All right, so, and this was one that if you guys had paid attention to my a post from yesterday, there was, I guess somehow SGC considered this an altered, trimmed, I believe, card. I don't know if you guys have had any past issues with this particular collection of the 0304 Panini Mega Features, but obviously I wouldn't care. I wouldn't care to trim any card, especially a Beckham. I would never go through that trouble. So I guess something was off on this, on this card compared to the others. But obviously this must have been, something wrong with the way that the card was cut at the time. But I got it altered on from SGC, and then I also mentioned that I submitted these 2004 Gulp discs from Ronaldo and Cristiano, and they didn't grade them. I know there's most of them you'll have the outside support for this disc. I guess they didn't consider it maybe a complete disc without it, but I thought I have seen some of the A. I think that means altered, altered, trimmed, or whatever. That's what Soccerscape was saying. Yep. But again, I did see some discs out there graded. I can swear, and they didn't have the outside like you see on this one. So they just didn't. I got to do a little more research and see which companies indeed graded with this. No, I understand. So if anything, then don't slab it, and just send it to me separately. I agree. It caught me by surprise when I got this with the A on it, and when I thought that I would get the card back in condition without having to now break it and send it over to a different grading company. But anyway, guys, that's the extent of what I sent over. I'm going to work on another submission soon. I'm going to get some cards together. But yeah, so the only 10 that I got, which I'm happy about, is the Maradona. And some vintage back there, as you can see. Eusebios and that. Consider a Pele. I guess no Pele collector will be, happy without this card. I'm assuming, guys. Thank you very much. Any comments? Just let me know. I appreciate your visit and your company with me tonight. All right, take care. You want me to show the Eusebio? Which one? Before I go, you talking about this Eusebio? That's the Polydex. Asos do Futebol 71-72. Again, this is the only one so far graded. If you came in late, this is Felipe Barata, right? The Soccerscape. This is the only one so far graded by SGC. Again, it's not. At some point, some people will submit, and this is one of my favorite. I don't know which Eusebio you're talking about. This is from 1966, Ibis, Portugal no Mundo de Futebol. By the way, this set, I forgot to mention before, was released after the 1966 World Cup. That's why you have images from the game. So, guys, thanks again. I'll for those of you that have followed me on Instagram, I do have word from Beckett that they've started to grade and they've already charged me for my 137 card submission back from late October, November of last year, and I did see on it. I had some good stuff in there. I'm not gonna let you guys in on it, but it will be an interesting opening when the submission arrives. All right, I'll let you guys know, but hopefully they're saying they have an estimated date of January 11th, but my regional manager did say that he's hoping to get them earlier for me, but I'll keep my fingers crossed. But right now I can still cross my fingers on both hands, but right now I'll be happy if it gets by the end of the year, and when it does come, I'll be sure to have you guys join with me in the opening. All right, thank you. Obrigado, Joaquim. Muita saúde. Thanks everyone, and talk to you soon.